Good morning, students. So today I am going to take up the topic note making. Note making is same as making notes. You must have been making notes in all the subjects before your board exams. So today we will talk about the format, how to make notes. But before that, I would like to tell you the question paper that as per the CBSE board. The question paper comprises of 3 sections. Section A, reading and comprehension. Section B, writing and grammar. And section C consists of literature, and that is the 2 books that you are reading, Hornbill and Snapshots. Now in section A, reading and comprehension, in that you shall be getting 2 paragraphs, one for comprehension and one for note making. Therefore, I have taken this topic separately because we need to understand what is the importance of making notes and how to do that. Now there will be one question on note making, and the other part of the question would be summary writing. Hence this paragraph has 2 questions, one making notes and other one summary writing. So in this way, summary also is an important part to be understood, how to write that. Because normally what happens is we just take down the whole paragraph. If we are asked to write summary, what do? We just write the whole paragraph. No, that is wrong method. So we will learn how to write the notes and how to write the summary. Now, before we continue, I would like to tell you that I will be giving you an example and also the notes that are made on that. So you will see that and try to understand, and in the exercise I am going to give you one paragraph which you will read and find out how to make notes and also write down the notes. So keep watching. Thank you. So students, as you can see that we are going to study about note making and summary writing. What are the do's and don'ts, and what is the correct format of writing notes. So as I told you a few minutes ago that this is one of the questions from section A of your question paper, and the paragraph can be of 600 to 800 words. Now the important points for note making are as follows. It should be as brief, not more than 50 words. Then a suitable title should be given to the paragraphs. Students, when you read the paragraph, you get an idea of what it is about. So when you get an idea about the paragraph, then you can write a suitable title to that. Then the third person. It should be written in third person. It should not be written in first person, like I saw this or we saw that. So I and we are not the correct format. Then facts. You have to write down all the facts that you have found out in the paragraphs. You don't have to write irrelevant details. You have to write down only the relevant details which are important in that paragraph. Then no diagrams. Diagrams should not be used in the note making. Words, phrases or short sentences only. Words can be used, or if you find there is an important phrase there. Phrases, I think you all know, class 10 you must have studied what are phrases and clauses. Phrases or short sentences mean the same. Phrases are actually the short sentences which need not have a verb. Like, you can have once in a blue moon, a bird in hand is worth than the two in bush. So all these kinds of small phrases, which are also kind of sayings these days, we make a lot of short sentences. So all those can be used in note making. Logical sequence. Now logical sequence means that you should not skip on the paragraphs. You should go logically one after the other. See, whenever you read a piece of prose, or when you read a paragraph, or when you read some kind of essay, there are many paragraphs there. So if you just skip one paragraph and write some other, it's not logical at all. So it should have the logical sequence. Then abbreviations. You can use abbreviations instead of writing the complete words with the long words. Now the big words should be abbreviated. Then you can also make use of symbols, short forms like EXP for experience, ETC for etc., organization, short forms. So you can use your own abbreviations and the standard abbreviations. Now for example, CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, this is the standard abbreviation. So you can use them also, and you can also form your own abbreviations from the long words or the big words in the paragraph. Now, what is the format of a note writing? How do you write that? Now you can see on the top there is title. So first of all, you can write the title. In case you are not able to judge what the title should be, if you are not able to find out what should be the title, you can leave that space for writing the title. Then first point is the main point. Now when you read one paragraph, it has a main point, and then you have some more points in the paragraph which support the main point. Okay, so the sub point should be written a little after giving a little space under the main point, and you can see the format. This is called as indentation. When you give a proper space, now you can identify. See, when you write the second main point, it comes below the first main point. So you can very well identify that this is the main point. Every sub point will come below the sub point itself. Then in case you have some more details or examples supporting the sub point, then you can write down the sub point, that is sub point, that is the third category. Still far away, you can give some space there. It should not be under the sub point, because one point or the other you will not be able to understand which is the main point, which is the sub point, and which is the sub point. So sub points are sometimes it's not necessary that they be there for every main point. Every sub point has a sub point. So you can also figure out that one main point, for example, if a passage is about pollution, then you will be in the first paragraph, suppose it is about types of pollution. The first paragraph tells you about what kinds of pollution are there. So main point would become types of pollution and the kind of pollution, or the kind of pollution. Okay, and then when you will be having some more points to support that kind of pollution. Now what are the different types? The names may be given. So first of all, the sub point will be air pollution. Okay, now the example would be given of air pollution. Then those example will become sub point. Now the second one is water pollution. So the second sub point will be water pollution. And then if water pollution examples are given, those examples will become only for water pollution, not for air pollution point. Is that clear? So every sub point may have a supportive point which you can write it as sub point, and that is not applicable for every point, every sub point. So that's how this is the indentation that we have to follow. We cannot write all the points one below the other, like main point, uske niche ek sub point, and then again sub point. No, that is not the way. Sub point has to be distinctively separate. Main point is to be distinctively separate. then the second part of this question is summary writing. Summary means to summarize, that is to sum up the passage in a few words. So whenever you read a passage written by somebody or the author, then you don't have to express it in the same manner as the author has done it. You can just summarize it. You can just talk about it in brief what the passage is about. Okay? Which means in the summary writing, you will write only the main points. And then it should be very brief. It can be 1/10 of the total length of the paragraph. Suppose it is 800 words paragraph, then you can write 80 words. Contain all the important information. So sometimes I see that students, they write all the irrelevant details into that, and the important information is skipped. So don't do that. Just write all the important information. You can also refer to the notes that you have made. The note making, all the relevant details and the important points that you have taken, you can incorporate them into sentences in your summary. End with a message conveyed by the author. So the end line should end the paragraph, should end what the idea was about writing the whole summary. Then word limit strict. Strictly follow the word limit. Do not go beyond. If you write 1.5 pages of summary, that will not fetch you more marks. Okay, so you have to be limited in your word limits should be followed, and just write how much and what is the limit of the words as per which depends upon the paragraph, the number of words in the paragraph. Then there is one more thing, that when you're writing main points, please note that you don't have to make use of adverbs. For example, sometimes you have seen that authors write eventually and appropriately, concisely. All these ly ending words which are adverbs should not be used in your main points or in the summary as well. So students, now I am going to summarize what I told you just now, or what I taught you in this video. We were talking about the importance of note making. Now, as you have just understood, that note making is very important because you can keep the main points and the relevant details handy and in your mind for a long time, and it is very important when for your exams as well, and for the speeches, debates, lectures, etc. So they are very, very important, and therefore the format of note making is also very important. The indentation, the points that you're writing, you don't have to write huge sentences there. You can write just the words and the phrases and the abbreviation. Now this is very important. Therefore the big words can be just they can be avoided. For example, the word concentration. Now concentration, you don't have to write this big word. You can just write it in, you can make your own abbreviation. So this is all is about note making. And then summary writing is also very important, because the summary of a paragraph containing big, maybe all the irrelevant details also sometimes, and then you have to just write about what are the important things in that paragraph. So, or if you're reading some prose, some chapter or some story, if it consists of 4 or 5 or 7 paragraphs, you can just put it in one single paragraph, that is summary of the story. Now the summary does not require any paragraphs. You don't have to write any paragraph, because it is already a condensed form of whatever you have read in 5 or 6 paragraphs. So that's all for today. Thank you. So let us first of all focus on the point, what is a note? A note is a brief record of points, ideas written down as an aid to memory. Which means that when we read a paragraph, or when we read an essay, or even for that matter, the science subjects or the social science subjects, when we read all that, we cannot remember everything. In order to retain the important points in our memory, we just extract the important points from the paragraph and make a note. Now, how is it helpful to us? Memory, important points, exams, debates, speeches, lectures, discussions. So, first of all, it enhances our memory. We can store it in our memory for a long time, and only the important points are retained so that we can write them down anytime. It is also important for our exams, as we cannot cram the whole book. We will just keep the points ready for our exams also. Now, this is a very important feature for debates, speeches, lectures, and discussions also. Now, most of you must have taken part in speeches in the class assemblies. So, even at that moment, when you write the whole speech, you cannot just learn it by heart. So what do? You just jot down the important points and then you remember them later on when you have to speak a debate or when you have to give a speech or a lecture. Then you can just elaborate them. Now, note making. The skill of writing a note. This is helpful to anyone who wants to compress a large piece of information into a brief, organized, summarized piece which can be conveniently referred to as and when required. So, as and when you require the important points on a particular topic, you can just remember them. Even these days, when you are going through this lockdown period due to COVID-19, you can also jot down all the important points, all the important information that you are getting about coronavirus or COVID-19, and whatever is the important information that you must keep it safe for the coming years to remember all these things. So you can just jot down all the points.